Yeah, whatever. Alright, that'll have to do. Anyway, Vicinity of Infinity Podcast. I'm live here with...
Mako.
No, you're not. That's not... Is that you?
Yeah.
And?
Julian.
Alright. You might want to speak a little louder because
Okay.
this is so far away.
Okay, Julian.
Yeah, don't overdo it. But anyway, so yeah, let's go. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. This is our first double episode, so... Alright. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Take the wheel. Alright, I'm 18. I have a clothing brand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like cars. I take photos. I like soccer.
Take photos of your clothing line in cars?
Of anything. Everything.
Like vinegar eels and stuff?
Yeah, anything, bro.
Can you show me a photo you took of vinegar eels?
But vinegar, what's a vinegar?
Oh, well then you just said yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's a type of photo I didn't know about, but I took before.
So those are the only 3 fun facts about yourself then?
I guess it's a base.
Alright. I'll tell y'all about myself. Alright.
Don't be corny.
I'm gonna be corny to the max. Alright. So
This
basically.
would be wait, before you start, this would be ancient shit, bro. The ones that'll find this when we're big. You realize that?
Huh?
This would be ancient.
Yeah, they're gonna find it when I blew up. But that's straight. Alright, so
The stars before they were famous, that's what this is.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, the stars are pretty much
All 3 of those, yeah.
in the future, like in the year 2030, I'm probably gonna be famous. So we straight.
Anyway.
Before.
Tell the viewers about your past and present.
Past. I used to live in New York.
Oh, wow.
New Jersey area, something like that.
Like Newark?
Yeah, like that. I live in Florida now. It's pretty crazy. It's chilling. I like jewelry. I like making Margiela. I like all that. What else? I like clothes. I like money. I like girls. That's pretty good one too.
So you're like the cliche, like stereotypical.
No, I'm not cliche. I'm above all these niggas. I'm up and above. All right, tell us about yourself, Mr. Frank. Mr.
What's your name? No disrespect. I don't.
I think he's passing it to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so I have to talk about more about myself?
Oh, well, all right. Like how are you today? Like, what's going on in the present?
I got a final today.
Yeah. The present, we get a final in like 4 hours.
We were just studying. You just came in here.
What kind of classes you taking?
Science classes, bio.
College is a sham.
See, you go into like a STEM field or something?
Yeah, school is very hard.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice. What are you hoping to do? Like,
I mean, for my parents, I'm doing this for my parents mostly. I'm becoming a dental hygienist.
so you're going into dental then?
Yeah.
All right. That's nice. You can make a lot of money doing that.
Yeah. You know.
Basically, I'm gonna become the next Nigo. Shout out Ian Connor. That's pretty much what we're doing. I'm giving shout out Young Lean. I'm gonna be the next Nigo, next Rap Simmons, whoever you want to call it.
I don't know who any of those people are.
Exactly. Let's see. I'm just gonna be up there. I'm designing clothes, model shit, Dior 2019. I'm gonna be there. That's pretty much it.
So what kind of stuff are you into? Like, what's some like weird fun facts about yourselves? Like,
sometimes I punch my dog. Sometimes I punch my dog in the face. I'm kidding.
You even have a dog?
Yes, I have a pug and a beagle.
Where's this going on? Is this going on YouTube or like?
Yeah, wherever the folks want. I mean, yeah, don't worry about it, man.
All right.
Disregard that. I don't beat dogs.
Yeah, no, but the point is you have a dog, right?
Yeah, I have
Is our dogs your preferred pet?
Preferred pet would be probably
A dinosaur?
a chameleon.
Chameleon. Oh, nice. What is that? Why? I know what you mean. Why is that?
I just like how they have like fingers like this and they like grab stuff and they like change colors and shit.
I've seen it. Is there a difference between a chameleon and an iguana?
Yeah, chameleons are like usually this big and they're like more agile.
Okay, because I've seen pet iguanas before, and they're just kind of like chilling on some dude's shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, probably. How about you tell us about yourself, man?
Yeah.
No, you.
Oh no, the viewers already know about me. Plenty of series that do that, dedicated to that. We want to get to know our guests though. We have limited time here. This is our only episode. Like, this is your chance to. What about you? What's your pet of choice?
Dogs are cool, but they're too smelly.
That is true.
Yeah, the way I see it, it's like dogs are more of like a rough and tumble kind of thing, and like cats are more like,
I concur with that statement.
you know, like more like gentle, like mild.
Yeah, but I'm not like all that.
You prefer cats?
I mean, I don't know. I've never owned a cat. I like shit that.
I'm giving us a promo, man. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like. I used to own reptiles. A lot of reptiles, turtles.
Selling reptiles?
No,
Yeah.
own. Like I used to.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to own like
Like
turtles and
pet
shit.
lizard?
Yeah, leopard geckos. I want to get.
Yeah.
I want to get a bearded dragon or a ball python. Those are cool.
Like a Komodo dragon you want?
That'd be epic.
Is that legal? Can you do that?
I don't know. I don't think so. They're like too big.
What would you like? Would you ever like get like a pet to raise it, like to eat it eventually?
Yeah, I'd probably eat a dog.
You eat a dog?
And a
Yeah.
cat. Like dogs look
Would you?
okay, look at Matt taste.
Yeah. I ate a chihuahua, or not
Or-
chihuahua. I ate a guinea pig in Ecuador.
I'd raise
Oh, is it legal there?
Yeah, it's legal in Ecuador. Yeah.
I'd raise like a like a big python. I'd raise it so it could like eat like newborns and shit.
You're lying.
Wait, so Ecuador, is that like, do you have like family ties there or something?
Yeah, a lot of families from there. What else? I'm just gonna spit out facts.
Yeah, that's fine. We can jump around random topics here.
Random topics. All right. What is your view on girls then? Let me ask you then. What do you
Oh,
think?
I'm not gonna have a conversation.
Where your
with you.
shorty at, man? Where the shorties at? Where that? I'm asking.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Man.
Where are the
All right,
shorties at?
why don't you answer your own question?
I got a girlfriend at the moment. It's like I can't answer those questions. But
Okay, then why are you asking them? Why ask
Because
something you don't want to answer?
You're a single bachelor, so.
I am single.
Alright, so I got a girlfriend right now. She cool, she chilling. She works at Wendy's, I think. But that's pretty much it.
Wendy's. So do you think, where does Wendy's rank in the fast food chain? Like
Oh, that's a good question.
like in with McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's,
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
That's actually a good
Talk about
question.
those four.
Okay, top first one for me has to be Sonic's. Sonic's is like the go-to.
Sonic's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Has to.
Why?
Because the milkshakes there, they're like chunky and shit, and they're really good. Is it fine if we curse on here? What?
I guess so.
Alright, they're chunky and shit, and like they're really good. And I like the burgers are A1 over there. Julian probably disagree. He likes this one place called Tavola's.
That's not a fast food chain.
But yeah, it's got to be like a known fast food chain.
For
multiple
me,
countries.
I don't know, man. I be going everywhere. I be going to Culver's, fucking
Ooh,
Zaxby's.
I love Culver's.
I don't go to Wendy's anymore. But as of right now, Zaxby's like top one for me. And honestly, it just depends on what stage of my life it is. Because Zaxby's is right there, and their chicken is fucking top 5.
See,
that's not
for
true
me,
at all.
for someone,
Zaxby's is terrible. Don't listen to
let's
it.
get a healthy debate going on here. So, yeah, we got Sonic versus Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is terrible.
Sonic's is good.
They make you pay for sauces. So
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Because they're good as fuck.
no, they're not that good, man.
They're pretty good.
They're not that. It's the same shit.
Have you been to-
This these are TGI Fridays. So.
You been to the Tijuana Flats Spice Bar?
That place.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, that place.
I tried one of their, not even the highest level, the second to highest level sauces one time, and yeah, I just tried like a little taste of it, and then I had to get like 3 refills of the 20-ounce ice water, and it still burned like just as bad 20 minutes later. So yeah, basically don't do that, folks. Like if you're going to Tijuana Flats, you want some hot sauce, get something from the first 2 levels.
Basically, this was gonna be just me and Frank, but like this dude just like copied us. He hopped in here trying to act like all big and stuff. You know who I'm talking to? I'm throwing shots at you, boy. Right here. Yeah, stop looking away. Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up, man.
This is on his phone, like he doesn't even care.
Yeah. Alright, basically, best place to go do Sonic's. Best restaurant, probably like go to Hialeah, Palacio de los Jugos. That place is smacking.
What about like chains?
Pronounce that again?
though? What about chains?
Palacio de los Jugos.
Yeah, that place is fire.
But that just sounds like a
Spanish place.
one. Well, no, like a one location kind of,
No, they got multiple ones.
Yeah, but what about like a national chain
National chain.
restaurant?
Favorite restaurant of all time that's like everywhere? Probably like Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake.
It's
is-
fast food.
That's everywhere though.
Yeah, but Steak and Shake's as much fast food as Culver's is.
Boy, they set you down and everything. So like, I want to.
Well, yeah, you could sit down at McDonald's. Like
they don't set you down. It's like you have to wait in line, get a reservation.
I don't know. That's a debate for the comments section. Is Steak and Shake fast food? Yes or no? I say it is. What about you? You're the tiebreaker.
I say it's trash food.
But is it fast food or not?
Let me ask that.
Is it fast food or restaurant? Because right now it's a tie between two of them.
I don't know. Like you sit down at that place. Right?
Yeah.
Like
but
you go up there online, you order. I don't know. I guess it's fast food to me.
You think it's
you
fast
don't
food?
go up there to order.
Well, that's 2-1. You're outnumbered double.
I don't know.
It's just all right. So
Whatever, that's a debate for the comment section. Let's start some more debates. That's what
all right.
What else should we have people debate over in the comment section?
Debate over is Minecraft or is Roblox better?
Minecraft.
I barely know what Roblox is. I've never played that,
Okay.
so I can't attest.
Some people are like Roblox is way better, but I'm just saying Minecraft the OG.
I can't speak. I know Minecraft is awesome. The soundtrack's awesome. The
soundtrack definitely.
Yeah, the gameplay is awesome. The concept's awesome. The physics of it, the logistics, the creativity, the message, the worlds, the rules. Yeah, it's a really awesome game in my opinion.
It used to be better.
I don't know what.
How did it used to be better? It's the same game.
Well, I think I know what he's saying. I think it reached its peak maybe a year or two ago. And then now it's kind of just like getting overcomplicated. Like we got story mode now, we got like all this stuff. Like no, it was never meant to be that kind of a game. I think it's getting too complicated for its own good. I think, obviously I think from when it first started as cave game or whatever to maybe 2015, 2016, it went through a lot of advancements that were updates that made the game better. So I think its peak was probably 2015, 2016. Is that what you're trying to get?
What update was it? Because I know my favorite version of Minecraft was like 1.2.5 before like
I don't know numbers, man.
They imbalanced like the potions like in PvP, and I used to play a lot of PvP. Like I just love the social aspect of Minecraft, especially in faction servers, because I just make kids cry and every time I shit on them and break their shit, take their armor and diamonds.
Yeah,
that was for me because I was like fucking 14 going into Skype calls and just making these niggas mad, and they would cry. It was hilarious. Like I would never spend any money on these games, like or in specific servers where you pay for power, and I would always just like better them. It was funny. I also had an old YouTube channel.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna ask a very good question to the host of this. What is your favorite song at the moment?
My favorite song? Well, I don't really have favorite much of anything, but especially as far as art goes. But
do you think there's such thing as a bad art, like a bad piece of art?
That what?
That there's such thing as a bad piece of art?
I think that's very subjective. I think there's things I consider bad, but I keep in mind at all times that that's my opinion. So I would never say I only speak for myself essentially. I only say like either I like this or I do not like this. I don't say, I essentially won't judge other people for what they like. Like, oh, you're stupid if you like, this song or this movie or this, whatever.
All right. So let's get back to the other question.
Yeah, let's get back to the sandwich.
What is your favorite song right now?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I go less by songs and more by artists. So recently I've been listening to a lot of Between the Buried and Me, a lot of like their stuff. Like my two favorite albums from them are Alaska and Colors. I've been just like rewatching these. A lot of mathcore like The Fall of Troy, for example.
Okay.
I think their music's really underrated. Elliott Smith, is a completely different thing, but also really good. I've been listening to a lot of that recently. And as far as rap music goes, I've just recently been getting into XXXTentacion.
RP the late GOAT.
Yeah, I've seen like the music video for Sad, for example. Like I'm still trying to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely as far as rap goes, like someone like XXX really breaks the mold. Is really not what you've come to expect from 21st century rap, and I think that's refreshing. We need more people like that. Lil Peep did that a little bit, but he's more of a downer kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Kanye West I think is very underrated. Like, I'm going to say something controversial here. I think Kanye West has actually gotten better in the last few years, not worse.
Wow.
I don't think he's gone crazy at all. I think he's just like the album Ye, for example. I think it's a borderline genius. You know, like it's pretty good.
We have the Kanye West expert over here, and he's not.
Oh, really?
He's not pitching in.
What
do you think about
I'm just
Kanye?
letting him talk.
Like Lift Yourself, for example, is a masterpiece.
That sample is amazing. So, like, he made a song.
Looking up pictures of Kanye right now.
No, this is not Kanye.
Oh, it looked like him.
Yeah, that song is a really brilliant sample. And, like, he wasn't even, you know, I like the fact that he wasn't taking it too seriously or anything. But people are just looking down on the fact that, oh, his lyrics aren't meaning anything. But in that moment in time, it meant a lot.
Yeah, well, sometimes there's meaning in nonsense. You know, I think that's what the concept of absurdism is really all about. You know, finding meaning in the meaningless, or you know, something like that.
Same thing with art. That's just how it relates back to subjectivism.
Yeah, and like if you watch Rick and Morty, for example, it's like that show basically has undertones all throughout it about these like stupid little things that are, you know, very meaningful. I mean, that's the most straightforward in a show like South Park, for example, where the smallest of details can become, you know, the main point of the episode, you know. But like, yeah, I think there's concepts like that all over mainstream art, you know. I think Kanye West is just kind of making that his own.
I mean, there's no such thing as like bad art. That's like the best. I'm pretty sure that's a fact. There's no such thing as bad art.
Well, I mean, yeah, I encourage anyone to, any art's better than no art, is the way I see it.
That is very true.
I would say we need all forms of art as a species, as a society. And I think if you can make art, which most people have the potential to, then do it.
I would say that there are different art pieces that are more groundbreaking than others, though.
Well, yeah. It depends on it. See, in my opinion, doing something for a society and doing something for an individual are the same level of importance. Like, if a piece of art is very important to an individual, it's the same thing as being important to a society, because that individual is important to the society, no matter what. Because, you know, if they ever like have kids, or the point is they're gonna affect so many people. It's a ripple effect, you know, like. So everybody is equally involved in society as everybody else, just in different ways. So, you know, I think there's an audience for everything, really. I mean, any piece of art anywhere, there's someone that likes it, or at least someone who was changed by it, or someone who was influenced by it. Someone was affected by it, is the point, and therefore it needs to exist, because society literally would not be the same without it.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of artists, like I like a lot of like, I'm into like Salvador Dali. Like I like the surrealism movement. I like Keith Haring. Like shout out to him. R.I.P. though. Keith Haring. Who else? James Pollock. I think that's his name. Pollock. I like some of his paintings.
Oh, we're talking about like paintings now. Okay.
Yeah. Big one that like I really look up to is Jean-Michel Basquiat. Favorite. The Slamo movement, something like that. Andy Warhol, pretty cool.
And is he the one who did Christina's World?
I'm not sure.
He made pop art.
Yeah, he made the pop
Or
art
like
movement.
the founder of it or some shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Music I've been listening to personally, relating back to artists. Lately I've been listening to a lot of the Duality album by Captain Murphy. I don't know why.
See, when I think duality in music, I think the Slipknot song from 2004.
I've never actually listened to Slipknot.
Oh, what? You gotta check them out.
I probably will. I'm listening, like, I'm trying to get more into rock, I guess. I'm
Yeah.
listening to Duality by Captain Murphy. A classic of all times, Die Lit. Beautiful album.
Rock is to music as horror is to movies, in my opinion.
Rock is to music. Yeah, someone needs to quote him on that. So,
Well, I don't. Yeah, I just made that up, but I think it evokes the same kind. Well, it depends what kind of rock. Like soft, like the stuff you. All right, I hate to break it to you, fellas or folks or whatever, but if anything you hear on the radio, no matter what it's disguised at, is pop music. It's all pop music. Whether they call it rock or rap or country or jazz or whatever, it's pop music. So when I say rock music, I don't mean softcore. I don't mean radio friendly songs. I mean like actual rock music, like anything from death metal, which I'm very well versed in, like Cannibal Corpse and like stuff like that, to maybe like lighter core. What is it? I forget, some kind of core like Killswitch Engage or something like that. To heavy metal like Metallica, Disturbed, like stuff like that.
Black Flag.
Yeah, that's somewhere in there. That's more like punk rock.
Yeah.
Slipknot, I would classify. What would you classify them as? What branch of rock music?
I'm not sure. I don't listen to that much Slipknot. I just knew that one song you said. When it comes to rock, I listen to. I don't really study. I haven't really studied the subgenres that much of rock, but I like music that branches from like rock into maybe hip hop and experimental stuff like that.
Oh, so like maybe like
Death Grips. Pretty much, you're trying to say Death Grips.
I'm trying to think. There was one example I had. I mean, you could say Hollywood Undead technically, like just because like some people would consider them rock music, but they're pretty much rap as far as I'm concerned. Hollywood Undead, or like, I don't know, as far as rock, like Rage Against the Machine, maybe? Is that what you mean?
Definitely like favorite rock artists, Pink Floyd. I don't know if they're considered rock.
They're more like trippy rock.
Yeah, it's an alternative.
Like that's like saying the Beatles is rock, are they?
Like punk rock.
Is it Pink Floyd like considered punk rock also?
Yeah, punk rock. I like a lot of punk rock. Like
I don't know. All honesty, I haven't listened to that much Pink Floyd. I get the gist of it, but I really gotta delve more into that and like Jimi Hendrix and the Beatles and like all that kind of stuff. I know enough about, but I need to get more.
I mean, yeah, you can call those like the basics, right? The Rolling Stones, the Beatles.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that versed in Rolling Stones, but I know the other.
Rolling Stones.
Nirvana's also pretty good.
Oh, don't get me started on Nirvana, dude. That's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah, I love them.
I'm not sure if I'd consider them rock, though. I would say they're alternative, kind of. I mean, if you listen to... their popular songs are more like soft rock, but like if you get into some of the more obscure songs, it gets pretty weird.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've heard some of like their other...
Like, what are some of your favorite Nirvana songs and why?
Favorite ones would probably have to be like Lithium.
Come on, man, that's a popular one. Everybody knows. Everyone who knows Nirvana knows Lithium.
I like their cover of David Bowie's "The Man Who Sold the World."
Bowie? Isn't it Bowie?
Is it Bowie? Oh my god.
I don't know.
What, do you think it's Bowie?
It's Bowie. It's David Bowie. I mean,
Oh my god, a Bowie and a Bowie. That's another thing to debate. How do you pronounce it?
I have no clue, but...
Bowie?
Well, bow and bow, the word bow and the word bow are spelled the same, so really I guess there is no right answer. But anyway.
And then, what else? All Apologies is a really good song by them.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called Lake of Fire, and when they did their MTV thing...
I like the one song by Kurt Cobain. He's like... He talks about raping someone. It's called like Polly Want a Cracker.
No, it's called Polly.
Yeah, Polly. That's not a song about rape. That's a song about a kidnapping.
You sure?
It's like,
no,
yeah.
He talks about sexual.
He talks about rape.
Well, that's probably involved in it, but that's not what the song's about.
Man, I like Rape Me also. Rape Me is a pretty good song. I like most of their music, or all of their music, pretty much.
I mean, it says a lot that if I'm not mistaken, Kurt's favorite song of his was Heart Shaped Box. I think that says a lot.
Heart Shaped Box is a pretty good song.
Because I think that's really misrepresented. I want to get into what it's really about. But, like, I think Drain You is very...
Drain, yeah.
That's kind of, like, it's disturbing the first few times you hear it. That and Aneurysm.
Aneurysm,
I think I Hate My Life and Want to Die and About a Girl are songs that society kind of needs.
Mm-hmm.
Just really very, very influential band. I'd pay a lot of money to go see them in concert.
Yeah, I mean, too bad. Also,
well, pretty much all, like, it's a common thing that I say of, like, a lot of the best musicians are dead. Because, like, take Elliott Smith, for example. Like, I would love to spend a day with him. Mm-hmm. Like, such a talented person. Are you familiar with Elliott Smith?
Not at all.
Oh, well, then don't nod along if you don't know what I'm saying.
Got you. Yeah, definitely, a pioneer of this generation, Playboi Carti. I could talk ages about him. That's the
Who is that?
Playboy Cardi, the OG Slime, actually that's not the OG Slime. OG Slime is like Thugger. Nah, he just.
Is this hip hop we're into now?
Yeah, this is like rap, alternative rap. I guess
Okay.
you get classified alternative rap.
You could say it's just trap. I don't know. Just whatever.
Trap.
Fuck the subgenre shit. It's just rap. Whatever.
Yeah, it's just rap.
Well, I don't know. Subgenres.
No, I mean they're important, but it's like taking the time to classify each thing. Like.
Oh yeah, well, you can't slap a label on everything. That's why a lot of things are like indie or alternative or something.
Yeah.
Like that. But anyway.
You can call anything a million things.
Sadly, I was finna go to his Neon tour, but I wasn't able to make it. My man Julian's here, he made it.
I went. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was epic.
Definitely shout out to the Slap. Yeah, but yeah, Playboy Cardi really pioneered a whole bunch of shit for this generation. No corny shit. Definitely, what else? What else can we talk about on this shit? What is this shit called again? What is this?
Oh, the podcast is Vicinity of Infinity Podcast.
The City of Infinity?
Vicinity of Infinity.
Vicinity
I'm
of Infinity.
considering having an intro like, welcome to the Vicinity of Infinity. Like, kind of like how Monty Python's Flying Circus has like the guy running up to, then it's like, I'm considering doing that, like a parody of it, like running up, like,
So what do you mean,
welcome
like-
to Vicinity of Infinity Podcast.
That's cool.
That's pretty
But what do you mean by infinity? Because you're in the vicinity of infinity. You're
Yeah.
gonna have like infinity episodes, meaning you're gonna keep going. And going
No,
and
it
going.
means as far as topics. It means as far as content of what the
Okay.
podcast is. Like
So it can be
there,
anything.
yeah. It basically just means it's
There's no
improvised.
bounds.
Yeah. If you like the catchphrase for my channel is welcome to my channel where the content's always 100% unedited, unscripted, unrehearsed, and improvised.
That's what's
So
up.
like,
I like
so
it.
yeah,
I
that's
like that.
what's going on here.
That's what's up.
So the podcast basically is just restating that with the title.
That's pretty cool. And what inspired you to do this podcast?
I just wanted to do a podcast, honestly, and I didn't know, like, a lot of podcasts that I watched had a theme. And so I was just like, what if there's one that didn't have a theme? What if it was just, like, whatever happened? And obviously, my original vision for the podcast was much, like, wilder and crazier than it turned out. Because I was inspired, like, by things like the Eric Andre show,
Oh,
like
Eric
Impractical
Andre,
Jokers,
that's
like
what's up.
stuff like that. So like that appeals to like the hyperactive like part of me, and so I was like, I pictured the podcast being a lot more high energy than it turned out. But I won't exactly say I'm disappointed. I mean, it's just different. That's all.
Yeah.
But originally it was intended to be like this thing of like, a lot of talking and then a high energy and like, activities. Like there'd be like prank phone calls, or there'd be like challenges, or there'd be like some kind of like, like thing, like, I don't know. But yeah, no, it's fine to just have conversations. And that might still happen at some point. You just need the right guests, Like a lot of times I'll just catch the vibe of whatever's going on, and like, you people seem kind of like chill. Like
You cannot stop doing this.
What?
You cannot stop doing this.
The podcast?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's too good. You can't stop doing it.
What are you talking about? You haven't seen any of the other episodes, have you?
I don't care. You can't stop doing it. Is this what you want to do?
Well, with my life, my goal is to be a musician or like just an artist in general. But yeah, for now, I'd say I'm emptying my creative juices into the channel right now as far as I can.
Let's hear on this subject. Do you think sensitivity kills creativity and art?
Oh, absolutely! Don't get me started on that. I think shows like South Park do a great job at describing the damaging effects of things like political correctness, or like whatever. Like one of the rappers I've been following recently is Tom McDonald.
I have no clue who that is.
I haven't heard of him either.
Yeah, you know him. Oh, you haven't?
I'm not.
Oh, well, check him out. Tom McDonald. You could find some of his stuff in my liked videos probably, but yeah, like he basically just like mocks like how society works, about like how overly sensitive people are, and I see that a lot. I mean, especially where we are, like Florida, for example. I live in the Florida suburbs, which is probably one of the most. I don't know. It's kind of an average place, but then again, what is average? So it's like the people here are very like, it's very basic. I would say
Mediocre.
for the most part, it's like they think they're something that they're not.
We can say that. I feel like about any like location. Like you can go to New York.
Pretty
and
much.
see- Like you go to New York and you see what you see in the media. Like people wearing the same thing. But honestly, the location you're in is whatever you make of it. is what I
Well,
think.
yeah, perception is reality. Yeah, so yeah.
'Cause,
I mean, I can't say nobody famous has come from South Florida. I mean, South Florida brought us Eric Andre and XXXTentacion. Like, they're both
Eric
from
Andre
South
came
Florida.
from here?
Yeah, he's from Boca Raton, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Shout
not.
out.
Yeah, that's not too far. I mean, yeah, it's far, but it's not too far.
That's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, it's like 2 hours.
One day I'll get on that show.
You get on this show. Well, I want to be on it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That and I want to just like be in an episode of Saturday Night Live. Like, I think that'd be cool. Like if I'm the host or something.
I don't really mess with Saturday Night Live.
Why not?
It's just I'm not rocking with the vibe that much.
My main concern with it is that I feel it's too much like a sitcom. Like the laugh track is one of the main things that kills it. I really don't like anything with a laugh track. It's like, oh, what? Now you're telling me what to laugh at? Like, I don't know. I view it as kind of an insult. But and that's why I can't get into a lot of these sitcoms that people recommend to me. Like one I've been recommended was That 70s Show, which I watched like 3 episodes of, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. I can't get into this, like.
All sitcoms suck. I'm sorry. Like,
Saturday Night Live is like almost a sitcom, but it's not, and I think the fact that it's not is what saves it. I think the sketch comedy and like the fast-paced nature of it, and the fact that each hour-and-a-half episode has so many drastically different parts of it is what keeps my attention in it, essentially. Because if it was an hour and a half of like one theme or something, I don't think I could take it.
yeah.
But the fact that it's just like 6-minute skits and it's like they're just long enough to get the point across, but short enough to the point that they don't get old, like I don't know. And I like I usually like the weekend update segments,
I've never actually watched the episode. I watched fragments and I just don't like how it is, to be honest.
Well, it honestly depends what you see, because there's a lot of crap, but there's also a lot of good stuff,
What does that essentially mean?
And I would say overall it's a good show. You just gotta know what to filter through, They try to appeal to as wide of an audience as they can, but I think they know that they will never really be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be fun to be that, or I mean, to be the musical guest on there even. I mean, I don't know, just to be on there would be pretty cool.
I want to say, back with Marcos, I wouldn't say like every sitcom is bad. I think, Larry Seinfeld and he made a Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Oh, Curb Your Enthusiasm is the only good
and then
sitcom.
Seinfeld. I like those.
I never watched Seinfeld, but Curb Your Enthusiasm is
Oh
pretty
yeah, my parents were Seinfeld fans. I like yeah, they tried to get me into that. I haven't really seen much of that since I was little, so I can't really speak either way for that. But I might give that one a chance.
If not,
Well, that's older. I mean, like at least 21st century sitcoms.
if Nardwar ever sees this,
Nardwar.
what's up, man?
Yeah, Nardwar. I actually, I know what you're talking about there. I know who Nardwar is. I saw his interview with Eric Andre, and it's like,
I thought he only interviewed like musicians. Apparently, he interviews Eric Andre.
Well, Eric Andre was an amateur musician for a while, but
Really?
yeah, no, I think he interviews a lot more than music. Yeah, he went to like music school or whatever
That's crazy.
or something.
See that?
And now he's doing this. Now he has a random TV show, arguably the most random. Well, the most, I don't know, Adult Swim's got some pretty trippy stuff, like Off the Air.
Yeah.
And
How long do you expect to do? Like, how long are these episodes supposed to be?
the episode, like an hour.
Like an hour
Yeah, that's like the average length of the podcast.
podcast.
Why, are you getting bored?
No, I'm just asking, like, and you don't ever think about doing it in just audio form or not video form?
Audio, well, in all honesty, I don't know how to upload an audio file to YouTube, so that's really the main reason why I do it.
Well, you can't upload an audio file to YouTube, I'm pretty sure, but you can do it on like other platforms like
Well,
Spotify.
other people have, but I want to
mean,
make
like-
it. I want to make it part of my YouTube channel.
No one's. If it was audio format, who the fuck's gonna like know how we look like? I don't know, cause we're pretty much like unknown right now, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, these people are gonna know.
new faces.
Yeah, it's like
Thanks
the
for this one.
interview with the stars before they were famous.
Pretty much.
It's like I said. I look forward. I mean, a lot of people don't want to be famous, but like, in my opinion, it's just about what you're. Oh, we're not live streaming, so yeah, people won't be able to see this till I upload it.
That's what's up.
I mean, yeah, if we were live streaming, that'd be awesome. I think I need a certain amount of subscribers to be able to do that. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into that yet, but I would like to start live streaming. That'd be cool. I could live stream like my I could live stream just about anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like just all my videos, like my subscribers would get a notification like Mr. Everything Man is live. Be like, oh yeah.
What's your name, Mr. Everything Man?
Yeah, that's my channel. I forget like you're not. Well, the point of the podcast is that we get like strangers or as close to strangers as possible on the show, so that like I'm just as interested in the conversation as the viewer. Like if I already know all the stuff that's being said, it would seem like I'd have to fake it, and I don't like fake. I want everything to be genuine on here, so it's like I'm actually learning with the viewers. So I think that's part of it. Because there's a lot of podcasts where like it's just like friends or like people that have known each other for a while, and I feel like it's kind of stale. Like they're just saying things just for the camera, and it's like, no, you know what? Ignore the camera. Like let's have a conversation and people will be interested in it. And every once in a while I'll break the fourth wall and say like, what do you think? But the point is, don't overdo that. Like don't be like, I'm being recorded. And that goes back to what I was saying about you saying sensitivity killing art. Like don't be sensitive about it. Like just be like, no man, I'm just say what I want to say. Like there's things that need to be said by me at this time.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I wasn't.
It's so fucking hilarious.
Wasn't that a Kanye West?
Yeah, that's what Kanye West said.
Yeah, I was born. Well, I don't want to give away the year I was born, but I pretty much like missed the Bush era. I would say I grew up in the Obama era.
Shout out Obama. He keeping it OG 100.
Yeah, Obama was pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, I saw his basketball highlights and pretty good. Yeah, that'd be crazy if I actually do become famous or some shit like that. That'd actually be crazy. And then everyone's like, oh my god, have you seen this interview? Like, my god, like that's crazy.
Like this one?
Yeah, are you gonna tag us in the title or what?
If you want me to.
Oh, can I
Do a plug if you're gonna do one.
Not right now, though. Like before it ends.
Oh yeah, at the end. At the end is the time to plug all our stuff. Well, like shout out at once, like.
Shout out followers.
I mean, you can give shout outs as you mention things, like, as every proper noun that we say.
Shout out Jim Crow. Okay.
Yeah, definitely that.
What's your, what?
I'm just stretching.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color?
That's a good
It's a generic
Indigo. I like green.
I like
green.
Yeah.
Green is not a creative color.
Green is not creative.
Oh yeah, finally someone who gets it. So many people are confused by that. They'll just say like, "What? Yeah, it is." Oh, you don't get it. Yeah. Good. I'm glad.
Who else have you interviewed?
I'm glad you get that. What?
Who else have you interviewed?
Check out my other episodes and find out. Not right now, but like after this, like I'm not gonna tell you. You might know some of the people though. I don't know.
I hope not.
You hope not. Why? You don't want to see them on. But yeah, green. What's yours?
I'd have to say like olive green, like him, or like gray. I do like
my gray.
I like charcoal.
Yeah,
Charcoal is fire. I like the
Charcoal.
And
I've never heard anybody say that charcoal is their favorite color.
I really like red, like blood red. That's pretty cool.
So this is pretty diverse.
That maroon.
Green, gray, and red. Those are three very different colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in design or some shit. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, basically.
I mean, now they just walk around. I mean, I like green. Like it's the color of nature. I like a dark green. It's the color of nature. It's the color of creativity. I'm kind of a practicing naturalist. So I don't want to get too deep into
What is natural?
philosophical things. You know what a naturalist is?
No.
It's like valuing nature. But like the things that I consider important, like my top things to say would be nature, art, creativity. With art and creativity kind of go hand in hand, but you know, and nature, like that kind of stuff is more important to me than like, you know, money or physical possessions or anything like that. So it's basically putting nature first. Like, I'm just gonna get this out of here. I'm just gonna get this out here, but I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat animals.
So you're killing the earth for your food.
Yeah, dude, you kill the earth,
You
bro.
kill plants.
No, you don't, because here's the thing: plants can regenerate.
No,
Animals can't.
you know the pain a carrot feels and you uproot it from the earth. You know,
You gotta draw the line somewhere, man. Because if you say a carrot's living, you can say anything's living. You can say this wall's living because it's made of atoms. This wall is 99.99% the same thing as me, as an animal, as a tree. You know, so
if these walls could talk.
yeah, technically you could say anything's alive.
No, but carrot.
As many people who have done salvia can attest to.
Carrots can like breathe and shit.
If these walls could talk, they'll probably still ignore me.
Yeah.
But you gotta draw a line somewhere. I don't have any comments to make as far as that stuff goes. What's alive and what's not. I have to think about that. Think about that for a while, but I'm pretty sure I'm alive. I as far as I'm aware of, or at least as far as I remember, I've never been anything else other than this that I actively remember.
So you don't believe in reincarnation?
No, that's not what I said at all. I have all I'm saying is that I don't know what it's like. I don't remember, or at least I'm not currently aware of what it's like to be anything else other than me as a human. So I can't say one way or another whether anyone or anything else is alive or not, because I've never been them.
You don't you don't believe in the model of editing your videos? Can you further go into it?
Oh,
raw and uncut.
Well, yeah, it's more, we keep it real, you know, it's down to earth. It's like, it's easier to believe, I think. It's easier to get into. It's more realistic. Because, like, I got one of the main things that inspired me to make a YouTube channel was the same thing, the same attitude that inspired me to do a lot of things, which is, I can do it better. Because, like, I see a lot of, like, YouTubers, I'm not going to throw out any names, but, like, I've seen a lot of YouTubers that are, like, this, like, cuts every 5 seconds, and it's, oh, come on, like, this is so fake, this is so staged, like in ones like Let's Talks, or, you know, something like podcast episodes or whatever, where it's mostly just talking, there'd be like a cut every few seconds, and it'd be like, wait, so you probably sat here for like 6 hours, and I only get to hear 1 hour of the conversation.
Well, that's good.
It's a waste of time for you, and it's a waste of time for me, because I'm not even hearing the full story. So I'm only hearing what you want me to hear, and it's only part of the story, and it's not genuine. It's phony. It's a fake persona that you want me to see, because you want me to see a specific aspect only of something that you're trying to do. So with me, it's like you see 100% of everything. There's nothing trimmed. There's nothing cut. It's uncut. There's no editing. Sometimes I'll pause and play. Like, for example, if it's an ASMR video and I have to like cough or something, I'll pause it for like 5 seconds. But, you know, or if I have to, like, if it's changing scenes in something. But as far as not editing goes, I mean, yeah, editing, as far as, like, if the camera cuts out and I start recording, I'll merge the videos into one, like, yeah, I'll do that. But what I basically mean by that is that what you see is actually what I'm seeing when I'm looking into the mirror or whatever it's called on my phone, the image that it gives back. It's not like, you know, edited footage, unless maybe I have to, like, blur someone's face for legal reasons. But the point is, I don't do any editing that I don't have to.
Okay, that's very, very respectable, but at the same time, on the objective hand, you don't think that, like, that...
Yeah, it's minimal. It's giving a minimalist kind of vibe, like...
Alright.
So when it
But
comes
you
to
don't, what were you saying?
Let me go first.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, like, you don't think that's, like, gonna drive away a whole bunch of viewers because...
Oh, it will. That I know. If I did edit my videos, I'd have thousands of subscribers probably. But like I said, it means just as much to me to appeal to an individual or a group of individuals than it does to a society. So I think the people that are fans of my channel take a lot more out of it, and really it means a lot more to them than it would like I'd rather have one really good friend than 10 like surface level friends. You know, like I'm that kind of person. You know, I like simple, few, and deep.
Okay.
You know.
That's respectable.
So it's like I don't. I'm not a fan of like one-dimensional or shallow people or whatever. It's like no, you gotta be a complex organism.
I get you.
But what were you about to say?
Oh, so you already know, like, I honestly forgot what I was going to say. I mean, I guess you could say that through this, you're just kind of making, like, your own target audience, since,
Yeah, well, I don't have a target audience. It's just whoever's into this kind of stuff. Like,
Exactly.
Basically, anyone who likes my channel is welcome into my outer circle or inner circle, even if they prove themselves. But I have a long list of criteria for that. But I mean, yeah, they're welcome to be my friend. Like anyone who's a part of the channel. That's why I say I encourage interaction. I encourage my fans to, or even if you're not a fan, hate mail is encouraged too. But I encourage my viewers to email me, to see me on Patreon, to physically mail me stuff. I put a physical mailing address in the links to my videos. I'm like, hey, if you want to mail me anything, go ahead. Well, a lot of times it's not me that gets my mail. So if you're hoping to take me out, you gotta see me in person. But I'm full.
That's a threat.
But I mean, I'm full of surprises. So you just try for that.
He said, "What's up?" He said, "If you want smoke, he got the smoke."
Well, hey, I mean, you know what? If someone kills me then or something, then it's not my fault. Whatever, I tried, whatever. But anyway, yeah. What were we just talking about? Yeah, let's talk about food. What kind of food you into?
Man,
You gotta stay in the frame, man.
I know. I'm just gonna stand up.
Oh, okay.
I like spaghetti, bro. I like the fucking pappardelle, I like rigatone, I like
Italians.
Yeah, I like that shit. I like also buco. And I go back to my roots also. I like, what's it called? I forgot.
Yeah, you have an
tamale.
Italian in your genes or something?
Yeah, my last name is Cancino.
Okay.
But my parents they're both from Colombia.
Yeah. I like sushi.
I feel like that's such a common food to like now for Americans.
Bro, I tell my friends, say, yo, let's go get sushi. I'm like, yo, we had sushi so many times.
Just like how Americans stole pizza from Italy, I think we're stealing sushi from Japan now.
Okay, what hasn't America stolen?
Well, yeah, true, I guess. Well, we're one of the newer countries, so it makes sense that we're one of the less original.
Yeah, but everybody want to come here, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's for different reasons. We could get into politics another time. But like I said, on this channel, in an effort to try to make it appeal to as many people as possible, we try to avoid SPR as much as possible. But
what does that mean, SPR?
Don't you know the acronym? It's sex, politics, religion.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because those are typically the three most controversial topics. So it's like, all right, you know what? We can talk about controversial stuff, but just let's stay away from that kind of stuff.
When are you gonna upgrade the equipment that you use?
When I'm rich, around the same time that I get my own music studio, probably. So hopefully next year.
Equipment doesn't cost that much. Compared
It's
to
all
music studio.
it's all viewer funded. So once I get some decent money from viewers and fans and stuff, that money goes toward if they say that they want me to spend the money a specific way, well, it's their money, so I'll accommodate their request. If they say, hey, here's $100, go buy yourself this kind of microphone or this kind of to whatever, or prop or something, I'd be like, all right, yeah, sure, I'll do it, like that. And that's
what
what
if someone he's like, oh, he gives you $15, so you go buy a leotard or a G-string, so you can put it on there. Are you gonna do that?
Well, yeah, if it's viewer funded, sure.
Hey, somebody hit his line, do that.
Or if you just want to mail me a prop or something and be like, use this in your next video, I'll be like, all right.
I mean, you can get
That's pretty wild.
You don't.
I care about my fans. I go to deep lengths. One of my most recent videos was my 100 subscriber special, where I called the Ultimate Beverage Challenge, where I created this just disgusting, horrible abomination of mankind, and then drank it.
What'd you mean?
And I almost threw up.
What'd you mean?
You just see it for yourself. I don't remember all the ingredients, but
When is this gonna drop?
This episode?
Right after.
A few weeks probably.
Few weeks.
About the end of the year, I'd say.
Wow.
What?
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta build the
that's
suspense.
Oh, the suspense.
Yeah, you gotta build the suspense. To be like, oh, watch out for the next episode of the Vicinity of Infinity Podcast, and then like a 5-second clip of it, just be like, oh.
So
Alright.
what? So what?
If it's gonna be a 5-second clip, can I be the 5-second? Alright, I'm gonna do it right
What
now.
do you advertise it through?
Ah!
That
That
sucks.
wasn't 5 seconds.
That sucks.
This is.
Oh crap! Is that a friend, dude? All right, I'll use that. I'll use that as the trailer. I'll use that as the
Man,
promo.
stand up.
Against it. You messed it up, dude.
Yeah, why did you?
You messed it up.
I messed it up.
Yeah, like this. Watch. You did like this.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you did. You did like this.
Oh, we put it flat.
Like that. There you
No,
go.
Oh, you did that.
That's closer.
Slay.
Thank you. Man. But all right, we got like 20 minutes left. What are we gonna?
You said 20 minutes. It's about to be maybe 10 minutes.
Well, what? At least 10. Whatever. Anyway, what's our next? Oh yeah, we were talking about food. Have we exhausted that topic yet, or is there still more?
Food.
Are you in frame?
It doesn't matter if I'm in frame or not.
Yeah, it's just a voice speaking from the shadows,
Yeah, that's what's
from
up.
the distance.
Yeah. Let's see.
Just anything related to food. This is the food part of it. It seems like every episode something about food.
I know the spots.
You know, our tell us the spots, man. Actually, no, that would give away our location.
That's the thing. I like telling people the spots, you know. All right.
Alright, yeah, just do it. It don't matter.
If you're on veterans,
I mean, I'm pretty sure one or more of our guests have said the name of the city before. So I don't really think it matters at this
if
point.
you're in PSO, Port St. Lucie, you go to Fernando's Grill.
The hell is that?
Oh, I may have been there once.
Friend, I gotta take you there. Shit,
Is that on the boulevard?
it's on Veterans Boulevard. It's like next to Hurricanes.
Yeah. I think I was there once a few years ago.
It's really good. Probably best pizza around here is Stavola's. Then
What?
it's Big Apple, exactly.
I know Anna's. I've never been there, but I
And
hear
it's
it's the
pizza.
best.
Yeah, but I think they closed up pizza.
Hungry Howie's is probably the best that I've personally had.
Oh really?
You know the place next to the comic book store?
When you said I haven't seen like any comment. I mean I have, but I haven't been
The
there.
one at US1.
Is it like in a plaza?
Yeah.
Because I know there's a Witch on US 1, but that's not
which
pizza.
is good.
Yeah, Witch is legit.
Best place over here in PSL that I know of.
I mean, Wawa, you gotta check
yeah,
out.
that's
They're
like
they're all over the United States,
States. I thank God.
but they don't have pizza. Or wait, were we even talking about pizza, or are we just talking about food in general?
Another food in general.
Because Culver's, I mean,
Culver's
you gotta
I
eat
like
Culver's.
Culver's. Culver's is nice.
I like the
All right, so if you're visiting the Treasure Coast or Florida or the United States, if applicable, these chains or restaurants, it's places you should go. Cheddar's, I would recommend Cheddar's.
I don't like it that much. I mean, it's like good if.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say like all their things are good. Like they can't specialize. in
I
everything,
have
you
respect for Cheddar's.
know? Yeah, I would say that. If you're in the
I mean, like even places like Waffle House, I could go either way. I've had some awesome experiences there. I've also had some crap experiences there. So it depends on which specific location. It depends on the table. It depends on the time that you're there, the time of the day, time of the week, time of the month. It depends on your server. It depends on a lot of things. But Waffle House has the potential to be really good.
yeah.
So
If you're in Miami, you want to go to I think it's called Boba's. If you're in San Lucie West, go to Putateris or any fucking restaurant down there. And Boca, you go to Dorcia's. And what else?
well, if we're talking about fine dining, you got to hit up Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. I would go with that.
It's like 45 minutes from here.
What's Palm?
Yeah, it's like West Palm, Palm Beach Gardens. I was at PF Chang's. I think it's a little overrated.
I haven't been to that place.
It's like, yeah, it's Asian food, okay.
No cap.
Okay.
Cheesecake Factory. What else? What are some of your favorite fine dining places? Like that you go for a special occasion, like a handful of times a year, maybe.
I go a lot, bro.
I don't know, any Cuban
Well, I don't know
restaurant
much
in
about it.
Miami.
Cuban
I would say
restaurant in
that.
Miami.
Yeah, I mean that's all not fine dining, but it's still.
Miami's a far drive from here to go to eat. That's like going to like Disney Springs or City Walk or something.
So, like,
which I have done.
So
but
let's talk about more locally then. I would say
like on the Treasure Coast.
yeah, Tutto Fresco.
Oh, dude, Fresco! You have no idea how close it is.
That's like right there. That is.
Yeah, dude, Fresco. I have not been there for like 3 years, but yeah, I'd consider that upper end dining, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, Macaroni Grill. We don't have one of those around, but that, from what I remember, that was pretty fun.
Never been to a macaroni grill before.
I'm not like.
Anyway, what's our last big finale topic gonna be? Like this, we gotta make it like high energy. We gotta ramp it up.
High energy.
I mean, we don't have to. It's just been kind of like low energy so far. So, except for our promo.
Let Julian do that.
I'm always high energy.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be?
That's super simple for me.
I live at my neighbor's house.
Why? Because there's no rats there or something?
I don't know. I can't live somewhere forever, like in the same place. I would like to like.
Yeah. Oh, I'm exactly the same way. Wow.
But like honestly, I would.
But if you had to choose somewhere like that, it'd probably take the longest for you to get bored in.
I'm still not bored of my own house. My own house is
Okay.
sick. I would live there. I would retire there.
So Florida.
I don't mind Florida because people say that there's nothing to do here, but.
Oh, there's definitely nothing to do in Florida.
Yeah, but you can, we're kind of in a pretty decent medium. We can go to Orlando, which is like farther north. We can go to Miami.
Yeah, right now where we live is halfway between Miami and Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, Orlando is whatever, but I fuck with Miami. It's cool.
I say Orlando over Miami.
I don't know. That depends on
you
what
have
you
an opinion
want.
on that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely not in Florida. Definitely not in the United States.
No. Orlando versus Miami.
Oh, that's for shopping. I'd have to say Orlando. But for like anything else, like probably like Miami. Like I'm trying to go to Art Basel, but
I don't know.
plans got capped on me. Miami Art Basel 2018 was not a deal. All right. Also, what else?
Not going?
I would say
I can't go.
I would say Orlando, like all around,
I
like
want
for
to. I'm
entertainment,
being
for
Fort Lauderdale,
places to live, for like.
And how far away is Fort Lauderdale from that?
Not that far, but we're gonna be in Wynwood and shit.
That's.
But where do you want to live? Or where would you live?
Where do you live?
Definitely like Paris.
Anyway.
Paris.
Oh,
shout
come
out
on,
Paris.
man, that's such a common answer.
I mean, I just like. I went to Paris and
Did you know that Paris is, I think, the #1 most visited tourist city in the world, or something like that?
Barcelona,
I lived in Milan.
Madrid, Milan. I like there.
See Europe, basically.
Pretty much Europe. Anywhere, probably like.
You don't want to like live in like the Middle East or something, or like Africa.
I don't want to get shot.
Oh, come on, man! Don't be racist.
How is that racist?
How is that not racist?
It's real out there.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So I just don't want to get shot.
Well, we had on our first episode, we got into the whole thing about the U.S. versus the Middle East and all that. I don't want to rehash all that, but I think that's a lot of misunderstanding. That gets kind of political, so I tend to like. Yeah, my guests can get political, but I try to like just kind of stay neutral.
Yeah, but
But then that's how you know what type of person you are.
yeah, I don't know, not the Middle East. Probably like also.
You gotta be in my inner circle to know my like SPR stuff.
Europe or like most likely, or I'm gonna probably spend all my days, or probably where I'm gonna die at Japan, cause got mad love for Japan, and it's pretty lit there.
Would you live like on another planet?
Yeah, definitely. Like Mars.
Like the
What's
potato
up?
planet, like Vinegreal Homeworld, like
What the hell are they talking?
Stuvian 6.
What is that?
Scientists have spotted like an Earth exactly the same as this, but like
Elon
4
Musk.
times bigger.
Mars. What's up?
I don't know if that's real or not.
I'm definitely gonna go.
If you could have any car, what would it be? Yeah, I'm keeping the question.
Evolution 2, Lancia. Oh my god, that shit fire. Let me pull it up.
Oh, you want to show a picture?
Yeah.
What about you?
Cars. So I'm not really a big car person. Probably just like
Oh,
I like a Nissan Maxima or something.
my brother's into cars. My family actually has a Nissan.
Yeah, me too.
Not a Maxima, but a Nissan.
So you got fire.
What is that?
What are you gonna think of it?
What is that?
It's a Lancia Delta Evo 2.
Tell me a little bit about it.
First of all, it's all-wheel drive. I think it's a 4-cylinder turbo engine. It's a Rally Legend. That shit goes boom, super fast. It's origins of Italy. That shit is just fucking amazing. It's like, Italian car brand's pretty fucking good most of the time, at least.
I would say like if there's like a convertible electric car.
I definitely want
Tesla Roadster.
Tesla is pretty nice. Tesla.
Yeah, if there's like a convertible electric car with like that can change sizes, like, okay, you want storage, like you want seating capacity.
That's some futuristic
Here we
shit.
go, and then like, all right, you want a like a little efficient like thing, like
Definitely, I'm hyped up for
shape shifting transformer.
Smash Bros coming out in like 3 days. Super Smash Bros Ultimate.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that. After that, when it comes out, Coochie's officially canceled. Remember that? All we do is play Smash Bros. That's it.
So you get real quick before we end this. What are some of your favorite video games?
Video games, definitely Super Smash Bros. Dark Souls. Dark Souls pretty fire.
Those are two of my friends' favorite games.
Yeah, your friend must be pretty cool then.
He's got.
What else? Nintendogs. That's what's up.
Didn't Angry Video Game Nerd make an episode about
I
that?
have no clue who that is.
You know Angry Video Game Nerd?
I do know, but I haven't seen the video.
Cinemassacre. It's a series. It's like 150 episodes.
Oh, really?
What else? Another game that I like.
That's how I found out about a lot of the retro.
2K. 2K is a pretty fire game. 2K like lately has been like sucking ass though. So they need to get this shit together. What else? Red Dead Redemption 2. That shit came out
Oh man.
a couple months ago. I'm pretty sure.
South Park, man.
Red Dead Redemption is pretty fire too.
I drew a blank when it came to this interview.
Huh?
I drew a blank.
I think that's pretty.
Let me see.
Huh?
Let me see.
No, I drew a blank. Like I.
Oh yeah, like let's see what you drew.
No, like I fucking. I blanked out. I can't think of like that much shit. For me, top game for me. Minecraft. I don't play that much anymore.
Oh, what? Why not? Oh, because you said it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, I played it for a very specific reason, but I still think it's a pretty fucking good game. I like to play Smite.
I don't know what that is.
It's a MOBA. I played CS:GO a lot.
I'd say like stick to console games. Like as far for the list. Like your
Console
favorite console games.
Console games. Probably Minecraft. Minecraft's pretty fire.
Fine. Need for Speed Underground 2.
You're so ugly. Like that was the ugliest statement you could have said ever.
How's it the ugliest statement?
Need for Speed is not that good, dude. There's
You're
something
right,
called
it's not that
There's
good.
something called Forza.
I played Forza. I was gonna say Forza nice. I'm saying about the classics, bro. Need for Speed
What
Underground 2.
about
Alright,
like?
Need for Speed Underground 2 is like the OG classic.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Okay,
I'm
I thought you were
saying.
talking about the new Need for Speeds, like them shits are.
No, I don't like those things.
Need for Speed Underground 2, like
What about
catch
like?
me on that.
What about like Big Rigs or Desert Bus or
Euro Truck Simulator. Shout out.
no, but dude, Big Rig.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what Big Rigs is?
Oh, the big rig racing.
Yeah, over the road racing.
Yo, that shit is
You're a winner.
That game is so good,
He knows
bro.
what it is.
That's top. That's top for everything.
Desert Bus. You know what Desert Bus is?
No, I don't know
From
what
Penn and
Desert
Teller.
Bus is. No, I don't
The
know
8-hour.
what it is.
It's real time. You you drive a bus from what is it, Phoenix to Las Vegas, but it's simulated like it's the same like 3 cactuses over and over again for 8 hours, and then at the end of each 8-hour shift you get a point. And you keep doing that, and
This
if
is
you
real
keep,
time.
if you get to 100 points, you win. You can't pause the game, and you can't walk away from it. So, and it has a slight like curve to the right, so you have to constantly hold the controller.
Oh my God.
So you have to be holding the joystick for 8 hours straight, and then you get a point. And when you get 100 points, you win the game. And so yeah, that's a video game, and it's rated E because there's nothing inappropriate about it. And so that was the point of the game, is to make like a nice, non-controversial family game that everyone can enjoy. Because at that time, there was lots of complaints that there was like violence in every popular game. I'm like, all right, here's Desert Bus. So I think that's pretty cool. What else? A Hong Kong 97. You know what that is?
No, I do not.
I was gonna start singing this song, but
Oh yeah, definitely. Super Mario for the SNES.
All right. To wrap this up here, I have one more question. I forget what, I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, some.
Oh, the plug?
Oh, I guess we could and see if I think of
I'm plugging
anything
myself.
else while you're doing that.
You're gonna plug your
I
actual
guess.
shit.
That's the only thing I can plug. It's all backwards. Carrito Garments. CARRITO GARMENTS. She's my homie Mako. He's modeling in that. Got flannels, whatever. He got shorts.
I'm plugging myself. Just search up Mako, and you'll probably find. All right.
Oh fuck, he's back. Okay, never mind. Celebrity Vice, one of my favorite. Got homie Mako's Last Resort. He won't follow you back.
I don't follow nobody. All right.
Oh, let me put myself too, cause I'm
That's what's up.
there. I take pictures. I take pictures of restaurant atmosphere and food and anything else. And I'm a wacko.
Let's get an end frame right here.
Dude, I'm looking forward to that promo.
Huh?
I'm gonna get like an end frame.
I'm looking forward to putting the promo up there.
Yeah.
That's the end frame right here. Turn the camera to the end frame.
Hold up. What the fuck happened here? Give me a second.
People.
Anything you want to plug?
I want to look fresh.
Give me a sec. No, keep the camera on me. Right. Shout out everything. It's like, I don't know. Shout out.
Shout out followers. Oh.
This is fun.
Yeah, this was a cool podcast.
I thought that was a way live go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Do right on me. About to cop waves. Peep the tsunami coming soon. We out.
Bye.
All right, and also Vicinity of Infinity Podcast at gmail.com. Your thoughts always matter at gmail.com.
Hey, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Click the bell. Donate on Patreon. Mail me some stuff. See y'all later. All right. Bye.
Yeah.